What's going on? Basically, is Bill Belichick a great coach? That's the question I want to ask, because you have people saying that he's a cheater. You have people saying that Tom Brady made him, or you have people saying that he made Tom Brady. What do you guys think? Bill Belichick was coaching a long time ago. He was the defensive coordinator, I believe, for the Giants. Then he became, I believe, the Browns head coach. He didn't do well there. So when he didn't do well there, he was let go. And from there, he was going to be the Jets coach, which was going to be given to him by Bill Parcells. Then last minute, he bucked them and went to New England. And he was starting off bad for New England with Drew Bledsoe being the quarterback. And then Drew Bledsoe got hurt, so they put Tom Brady in. And they weren't doing well at first, and then all of a sudden they took off and they went on a run. And then, the tuck rule happened, which I still believe that was a fumble by Charles Woodson. But people are going to argue that. So what happened is they won. They won the Super Bowl, they went on a run, and that's the legend of Tom Brady, the tuck rule. This franchise of the Patriots has been, they have been having a cloud over them for what people would say is cheating. To me, I don't even know if it's cheating. To me, it's just an advantage. In football, you try to copy the other team's cadence. You try to copy their plays. You have a guy with a binoculars watching their hand signals. Tony Dungy even admitted to doing this as well, what Belichick was doing. But I'm not saying it's right, but to me, football is about having the best advantage to win the game. Do I think Belichick is a great coach? I believe he's great in his own right. As far as schemes and planning and studying and basically looking at every little thing that the opposition is doing, Belichick is probably the best at doing that, or one of the best. I don't think he's better than Bill Parcells. Everyone's going to argue saying, nah, he's better, but I don't know if he's better than Bill Walsh or Vince Lombardi. I don't even think he's better than Dungy, because I've seen Dungy coach some bad defenses and made them the best out there. Belichick is great in scheming and fitting players into his scheme. To me, he reminds me of Popovich. He reminds me of Popovich a lot, where Popovich basically takes the players that he could put in his system. Now, I'm not taking nothing from Belichick as far as him being the guy, him being great as far as winning games and coaching in situations that let them out. But when he benched Malcolm Butler, that really, really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Now he has Cam, which to me is more of a Josh McDaniels move. Josh McDaniels is like me. He was looking like, look, Stidham is okay, but Cam is out there. If we can get him for the cheap, let's get him. And that's what Belichick did. Belichick went and got Cam for the low, which was smart. So Belichick, to me, as far as a defensive coach, he's great as far as that. But as an overall coach, is he better than Don Shula? I mean, he had a longer run, but I'm just saying. He's a great coach as far as like I said, his ability to coach people up and put people in his system. But would you consider him the greatest? To me, the greatest coach of all time, you could say, is Bill Walsh. Or you could say Shula. Or you could say Lombardi. You could say Dungy. Dungy is very underrated. Dicka's a great coach. Tom Landry's a great coach who's underrated. But to me, how do you gauge who's the best? It's very hard to in football. But I want to know everyone's opinion. Is Belichick the best? I don't know. I think he's great as far as winning championships. If you need that guy to help your defense, which needs help, I think he would do a great job. He's very good at personnel, but I don't know. I believe Shula could be better. I believe Vince Lombardi, Landry, Bill Walsh. To me, Bill Walsh is probably the greatest because of what he was able to do offensively. What he did offensively was amazing. Winning those 4 Super Bowls, was it 4 or was it 3? I think it was 3 Super Bowls with the Niners, but what he did was great. Another coach who doesn't get love is Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson was great in his own right. But I want to know from you guys, who was the best? Who's your favorite coach? I got Dungy and Bill Walsh as my best coaches of all time. People are going to say, what about Sean Payton? Sean Payton chokes a lot. And Sean Payton a lot of times outsmarts himself. Like, he'll have the game in control and then he loses the game because he's trying to do something extra instead of just win the game. To me, a coach is a guy who handles both sides of the ball. So, what do you think?